Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play .hack GU Volume 2. Last time, we met a person named Phyllo that, had absolutely no context of anything at all. I was pretty much explaining how he was a character from .hack Roots that GU Volume 2 is strangely shoehorning into the game to, progress a new gameplay element, kind of. I'd say that because I don't really feel like it has anything to do with the main plot. But, yeah, I was just pretty much going over. I started watching .hack Roots again, and saying a few of my thoughts on it, but I'm gonna hold off on most of them until I'm actually done watching the show. But basically, that character Phyllo was a character from .hack Roots. But, yeah, I don't know, the game just didn't really give a very strong explanation about who he was. So it kind of felt like it was like intentionally left like that, so you'd be asking, who is this guy? And then when you find out that he was from Roots, you'd be like, oh, well, I want to watch that now, because, I don't know. You can't always expect, you know, the same people to have the same interest for this kind of thing. Like, just because you're playing the games doesn't mean you're necessarily an anime fan and would know that there was an anime tie-in to this game that is basically a prequel to the series itself. And likewise, just because you were, you know, an anime fan doesn't necessarily mean you're a gamer and would want to play through all the games yourself either. Like, that was always, like, an interesting thing about .hack when I first got into the series, like, in the first generation, because, you know, I knew a lot of anime fans in high school. I wouldn't say I was friends with all of them, but I was at least, like, acquainted with a lot of them. And a lot really liked Sign, but, like, they weren't gamers. They didn't play games, they didn't own a PS2, they had... You know, any information they had about the games all just came from the internet. You know, it was... When you said .hack to them, they immediately thought Sign, and in some cases, the other anime that I didn't really like too much. The one that was basically the manga, and then they adapted it into an anime. And then I knew gamers that, like, tasted .hack on PS2, and they liked what they played, but, like, they didn't want to watch the anime, they didn't like anime. That was a thing with me, in at least my experience with anime in high school. You either liked it or you didn't. I rarely, if ever, met anybody that held a neutral stance to it. But anyway, Phyllo, he introduced us to Adler's keys, which are these giant, towering objects you can find in fields and dungeons now. And they'll unlock ultimate weapons for your Epitaph users. And I think in this episode we're going to go and check out where you can do that. So let's read our mail from Phyllo that he couldn't tell us in person because he's dead. So you got a hold of Adler's keys. It will be your guide to a temple that lies at the very end of this world. And Haseo, they will lead to unlocking the power hidden inside you and your... here we go. Here are the N-words you will need. Blah, blah, blah. Come to the great temple of excuse me? Caerleon Medb?
Great temple of Caerleon Medb.
That, yeah.
What's going on? Is that where Phyllo is?
I have no idea how to pronounce so many of these Lost Grounds. We got another challenge card. All of these greeting cards I get, I'm just gonna send straight to Alcade so she can have something wonderful to wake up to when she gets out of her coma. But, yeah, this Lost Ground is gonna become probably the most important one you'll be revisiting over and over. And it kind of just irritates me a little more that, something GU changed where... Alright, so in the first series, if you got an area, and then you, for like a story purpose, you had to go back to it, that area would move to the top of your list, so you wouldn't have to check it out. But in this game, in the GU series, it'll stay at its same location. So a lot of these earlier areas you got to that you have to revisit, you have to scroll like all the way down to find again. It's like, thank God there's a check mark so you can like see it among the scrolling.
Phyllo.
Yeah, it's weird. Phyllo, like, they did not give Phyllo a voice. If you're reading this message, go on. Then it means that I, the player, am now dead. Well, thanks. Even I could have pieced that together without the Roots context. This is the great temple of that thing he said. The place that I leave the sacraments of the 8 phases of the world and all the weapons here to you.
This Phyllo. There's no player there. It's empty.
He's a ghost. Jesus!
Well, he left it.
Antares, where the hell did you come from?
Antares.
Have you always worn your hat on your butt?
Before he died, the real-life Phyllo left me his character and a message.
So you knew Phyllo, old man.
The old man
As I'm sure
didn't
you
seem
know,
necessary.
Phyllo was
but okay.
a knowledgeable old man. I've left you the 8 Phases Sacrament, the lost weapons, just as his will instructed. As for all of the rest, I'm sure you know better than I do. There. Go take the lost weapon that's behind Phyllo's character.
Alright, so basically every Epitaph user has a unique weapon that they can get that's more powerful than most of the other weapons in the game. And you unlock those by collecting a certain amount of Adler's keys. Haseo, since he's God's gift to man, has the least amount that you need to unlock, and obviously we have enough to unlock him now, but each character will
Phyllo's last will.
require more and more.
To acquire this lost weapon, you will need to present the required number of Adler's keys to the altar.
They know, I just told them,
And
Antares.
show your power at the same time.
Oh, I didn't explain that. You're also gonna have to face a boss,
I have
too.
no idea what will happen. Whenever you're ready, come back and we'll begin.
Yeah, so since this is a lost ground, I didn't actually bring any party members with me since it's hardly ever necessary. So I kind of got into like a weird situation here. I don't know why I'm entering this area, because it's like the boss is almost the same level as Haseo right now. I'm guessing that either I thought it wouldn't be a big deal, or I just forgot I didn't have any party members with me, and I'm like, oh shit. But for shits and giggles, I started fighting it. And you'll see later, I fast forward this fight too, because it takes a long time to do, like 25 minutes to do by myself. But I was just fighting it for whatever, and then halfway through I kind of realized, okay, I'm gonna die. So I tried to die intentionally. But I don't know what happened, but I just became invincible. Like, any attack he was doing to me just wouldn't do damage. So I just kind of went with it from there and just finished it off by myself. I don't know what happened. I checked my equipment to see if I had like some kind of weird special skill on, but I didn't see anything. I don't know if this has happened to anyone else. I don't know if it's like a plot thing where it's like you can't lose this battle no matter what. It was super weird. But anyway, so the weapons are cool, don't get me wrong, but it's another thing that makes it feel like I wish GU was its own thing, because, like, the concept of having, like, 8 chosen special characters with special powers in an online game is like, alright, really? And then to, like, have this, like, Final Fantasy-esque area where you unlock ultimate weapons, like, one after another, it's like, alright, guys, come on, like, enough. It's just kind of, like, it's super tropey, and it doesn't feel like it belongs in this game. Not to mention the fact that, you know, it hasn't been long since we've been able to use scythes, and we haven't really gotten that many to start with, too. Once you get a lost weapon for a character, despite what its level is, it has some pretty great effects on it, and I still feel like it's stronger than most other weapons in the game. So since we're getting Haseo's, like, ultimate lost weapon scythe right now, it's, yeah, this is the part where it's just, like, I'm not taking damage at all from him, from, like, anything he does. And I don't know why. It doesn't even look like he's really attacking me, either. Like, I don't know. This was such a weird battle when I did it. But, I don't know. It's like, they give you it, like, right away, and it's like, you don't have any time to use any of your other scythes. And you know me, I love my, like, rapid attack weapons, and all the sides we have are, like, the hold and release ones. I don't think I've ever played this game and had, like, a rapid attack chainsaw scythe to use. And it's just, like, disappointing, because it's like, I'd like to try it out, but at the same time, it's like, what's the point? You just got Haseo's ultimate weapon, you know? And, yeah, Haseo does have 3 weapons, I am aware of that, so... I guess to kind of, like, make up for it, there are also, like, I guess what you would consider ultimate weapons for, Twin Blades and Broadswords for Haseo to use that you get in Volume 3. Not here, but, like, in Volume 3, so it's not just, like, the Scythe is gonna become a one-hit kill thing. Although... No, I'll save it for now. You'll find out in the next volume. But yeah, it just, I don't know, it makes me wonder, like, I'm confused enough about, like, the concept of these Epitaph users and why these characters are, like, attributed to them and what makes them special and what makes them, like, have this bond with them and, like, all this shit. And now you, like, bring in, like, the Lost Weapons stuff and it's, like, I don't know, man. It kind of gets in that, like, video gamey anime kind of stereotype of, like, everything has to do with your soul, and things don't, like, make, like, a lot of sense. You just kind of have to roll with it. I don't know. There wasn't any of that shit in the original series, and that's one of the many reasons why I prefer the original series. I can see why some people would think it's more boring. Holy cow, look at all that Rengeki bonus. You rarely get to see this many Rengekis in an episode, in a single battle. So, Jesus Christ. And even weapon leveled up. Too bad we don't gain a new skill, because why would you? And yeah, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do for all of these fights. I might be fast-forwarding them again, because they're all basically the same monster. They'll have some, like, different stats, though. Like Sakubo's will be more magic attack based, and, you know, shit like that. And we have our blank background and mysterious glowing orb that goes inside, blah blah blah. And there's our ultimate scythe.
I can feel Phyllo's spirit. With this power,
It all starts with this. A jewel containing the ultimate power.
I love it. I wonder how many Haseo fans are out there that, like, hate Shadow the Hedgehog.
Seems you've shown your power and provoked a sacrament or something. But don't ever forget, power isn't what moves people. It's your heart that wields the power.
Yeah, I've heard this in like a million other games. Whatever. So this is the Lost Ground for that. That's Adler's. That's Kuhn's. I mean, I know all like the phase numbers and where they belong here, but I guess if you're not really sure whose phase number is which, it could get kind of confusing. That's Sakubo's. That's Endrance's sword. That's Pai's weapon. And then we saw the fan earlier. I'm still not going to spoil who that is, but interestingly enough, the 8th one is missing and already claimed by somebody else. I wonder who that could be. And yeah, let's see, increases movement speed and doubles healing. That's the only thing I could really think of that might have had any kind of an effect on that battle. I'm still so perplexed why that happened. Like, I don't know. It was still weird. 11 messages! Holy shit. How long were we gone? Oh, let's read some mail. It never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail. Mail. From Antares. Even though I was just following the old man's will, I'm sorry for pretending I was Phyllo. So about the lost weapons and Adler's keys, I summed it up as simply as I could, so be grateful while you read it. To attain the lost weapons found in the Great Temple of Caerleon Medb, whatever, you will first need to break the seal that has been placed on them. To break the... I'm not going to read all this, I explained it already. I'm like, Gobby, if it's more than 3 lines of dialogue, I didn't read it. Oh, man. Phyllo asked me to take care of you while he was still alive, which is why I've been looking after you up until now. Of course, somewhere along the way, I became truly interested in seeing you grow myself. I have no idea when it started, Hisao, but I can see why so many characters are in love with you. And even though there's a ridiculous age difference and we've never met each other, I kinda can't help but hide my boner for you too. Aw, thanks, Antares. Well done! I'm proud to have an apprentice like you for the Emperor. Yeah, everyone's gonna congratulate you.
Since it looks like Mr. N will be going to the party, I'll be going too. But there's no way I'm going there to celebrate for you. Don't forget that.
Yeah, thanks, asshole. I suppose I should say congratulations. I'm not really sure. There's a party, isn't there? I'll be sure to go see you in your hour of glory. It's strange. I thought that crowning ceremonies were a foolish waste of time when I became emperor, but when I think of you as the star of the ceremony, my heart beats so fast, my chest starts to hurt. I wish I could convey this beating to you, Hisao. Fascinating. The epitaph user candidate Adler has recovered, and we have been able to secure entrance in Sakubo as well. This is an excellent turnout. I will provide you with new orders soon. Please stand by until then. You're welcome, asshole.
Congratulations on your second crowning ceremony. I'm also glad to hear the little girl was healed. This may be none of my business, but let me just say this. Don't feel bad about what happened. You should feel proud about what you've done. Yes, what happened to Alcade was unfortunate, but don't forget that you were also able to save Sirius. You should take a little time out for some fun and games. Of course, I realize that's not exactly your forte.
I'm not here to have fun.
I'll see you at the party.
Thanks, Pi. That was surprisingly nice of you.
It's all thanks to you that Adler was cured. I wasn't able to help out much. I hope you can forgive me. I may have left GU halfway, but I'm also determined to see this thing through to the end. I'll do everything I can to help. Besides, it's how I'm used to doing things anyway. Here's to our continued friendship.
That's amazing that you were able to become an emperor not just once, but twice! I'm so proud I'm going to pass your member's address down to my kids! What the fuck? What a super weird thing to say. I'm not even gonna finish reading that one. It's a lot more unnerving watching from the stands than it is actually to be fighting myself. Congratulations! Thanks, Syllabus. Congratulations! Now you've become the Holy Palace Emperor in addition to the Demon Palace one. You really are amazing, Hisao. My real-life symptoms have been cured. I bet my mother will be shocked. It's all thanks to playing a video game. Thank you so much. I'm afraid I can't come to the party because I have a job to do for Moontree. It's truly a shame that I won't be able to see you acting nervous in front of everyone. LOL. I'm so sorry I can't make it. And again, thank you for everything, Adler.
Thank goodness Adler was healed. I wonder if she'll come to the party.
What? Did you not read that email, Sayo? She said she wasn't. Like, that... What? What? Oh, Sayo, you're a fucking idiot. Yeah, so, like last time, we're gonna go to that ship in Makanu's harbor.
The crowning ceremony, huh? I'm really not in the mood for a party. I'll need to talk to the event NPC over in Makanu's harbor district.
Thanks, Hisao. I don't know how I would make it through this game without your directions on where to go. Is anything interesting in the news? Oh, fuck. It's another Salvador Ira segment. Alright, let's get it over with.
How you doing? This is Salvador Ihara's Online Chat!
It would have been funnier if he was actually Purist,
We,
since he has the same
investigative
voice
team
actor.
that visited Professor Sugai's home, tirelessly tracked down the hidden connection between the Doll Syndrome incident and Moon Tree, a special guild within the online game, The World. During that time, the one who sent a mysterious email to Michiru Tajima's cell phone was none other than the missing Osamu Kawaguchi himself. Can you believe it? It reads, "Help me, Miss Tajima. When I'm playing that game, I feel like I'm becoming more and more violent every day. I want to stop, but Sakaki won't let me. Help me, Miss Tajima. Come to the school and help me."
I don't understand. Sakaki's such a good guy. It must be a different Sakaki.
Could it be that Osamu Kawaguchi was actually called to the school by the player known as Sakaki before he vanished into thin air?
But why would they come here to my school?
Sakaki and the school must have a connection.
In any case, it seems like Osamu didn't want to come. Oh my, I bet Sakaki threatened him.
Look, anime fans,
Hey, what are you
but
doing back there, Aihara? Stop that right
it's so critical to this
I'm
segment.
just worried about Osamu, that's all.
Look, anime fans, boobs.
I'll go with you.
Sorry, but not
It's
you.
so weird how much fan service is like in this little segment.
Wait,
Huh?
Michiru.
What are you... Hey, what are you doing?
This camera here is guaranteed to protect you, all right?
Oh my, I've always wanted to fuck a man that says such romantic things to me. Maybe I'll show him my ass and my tits more.
Nighttime in the school is really scary. Shut up! I'm turning it off.
But I'm getting worried about you. If anything were to happen to that precious body of yours before marriage, I'd never be able to face your parents.
What do you want to bet Salvador Aihara is like secretly a serial killer? Who like murders all of the women he lures home?
Osamu? Osamu?
What?
Osamu? You guys too? What's wrong? No! Stop!
Why were they zombies? Why were they zombies? I don't understand. I'm confused. Okay, my head hurts. Next time, I don't know, something else. Bye.